Welcome. So, this meditation is focused on anger release. So, if you're somebody that sometimes feels trapped into anger or you're easily triggered by different aspects of life and you project it with anger, it's a normal human emotion. It's completely natural. It's not a bad or negative emotion. It's just in a frequency more close to fear than to love. So the idea of us having different emotions is to always point towards the frequency of love. So think about emotions as a spectrum, as if we had a big long line and one end is fear, one end is love. So you always have to try and project towards love instead of fear because fear is considered low frequency. When we mean frequency is that the wavelengths of this emotion affect us vibrationally in our body and we want to try and vibrate positively. We are always vibrating, our bodies are always moving, our cells are always moving, and we should always allow these cells and our physical body to be fueled up by positive frequencies. So, in this meditation, we're not going to try to ignore the anger. We're going to try and transform the anger because it's not about avoiding it. Because when we avoid it or we try to pretend like it's not there, our bodies will absorb the anger, and then you might find different situations as having some kind of sickness or some discomfort in your physical body. So instead of ignoring the emotion, we're going to focus on observing it, becoming the observer of this emotion. Okay? So before we start, I'll give you a couple of minutes to find a place in your home where you can sit comfortably, where you will not be disturbed. I highly recommend that you use headphones for this practice so that you will not have exterior sounds distracting you. And if you want to make it a deeper experience, you can use incense, essential oil diffusers, candles, whatever sets you in the mood to enter a meditative state. So go ahead, take a minute there to find your spot. Okay, before we begin, we're going to try to release whatever sensations are too present in our body. So if it's nighttime for you, wherever you are, of course, you've had different things happen in your day that have impacted you physically and energetically. This meditation is going to allow you to let go of these. If you're starting your day, you're starting out fresh, so perhaps you haven't been triggered by any strong emotions yet. So this meditation for you will be more focused into trying to get the rest of the day with ease and calm. So we're going to begin by sitting up straight. It's really important that you find a nice upright position where your back is nice and long, where your shoulders can feel relaxed. We'll do a couple of little movements to invite our body to settle in. First off, we're going to relax our hands into our knees with the palms facing up. And then we're going to inhale gently into the chest. So you push your chest forward, arch the lower back, tilt the chin up, and exhale through the mouth. And come back to neutral. So you can go ahead and exaggerate that motion of the chest moving forward. Inhale. Open the heart, point the chin up. Exhale. Through the mouth. Like you're blowing softly through your lips. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then keep your eyes closed and only breathe through your nose. Deep inhale and exhale. As you do this, allow your shoulders to relax a little bit more. So they want to move down into gravity. And every inhale, you can feel your rib cage expanding to the sides. Exhale. Maybe your belly button wants to go deep. Not forced, but just tucking into the belly. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Just settle into this rhythm. Make your inhales just as long as your exhales. Take a couple of breaths there. And as your breath becomes more natural, more paced, and more the sound you, the breath, this person that carries emotions, words, voice, thoughts, feelings. Nice and slow. Being sure that you have nowhere else to be but here and now with this breath. Inhale. Of observing yourself. Feel it coming in and lighting up your exhale negative. Inhale positive. Exhale negative. Take a couple more breaths there. And gently begin to come back. Keep your eyes closed, but just come back to this moment, back into the exterior world, not so much into your inner world. And right now, because we released our anger, we will also take a moment to be thankful for it. Because everything that happens, no matter if it's positive or negative, it always brings a teaching or a lesson. So take this time to remember what is that made you so angry, and instead of having a negative reaction to it, say, thank you, anger, for showing me positivity, for showing me. Take a moment to breathe into that, to assimilate that. And to remember that you can detach from anger, and you can also detach from any emotions. without having expectations. Take a couple more breaths there. And to finish off the practice, keeping the eyes closed, we're going to bring the right hand into the chest and the left hand into the belly, right above the belly button. And we're going to the cage and the belly. One. Relax the hands into your knees. If you're sitting in the lotus pose, keep sitting in that pose. If you need to stretch your legs, go right ahead. Just keep your eyes closed for now. Let's bring our palms together into our chest. Just appreciate the work you do for yourself. Taking the time to release anger, taking the time to breathe, to meditate, to invite your body to experience just the beautiful bliss of meditation. We're going to end our practice chanting Om. And as you finish this Om, I would love to invite you to imagine that your cells are shaking off whatever negative energy they have on them through the vibration of the Om. Inhale. Namaste. Thank you for being here tonight. I hope truly that this meditation invited you to try to release anger. And like I said at the beginning, it's not about ignoring the anger, pretending it's not there, or avoiding it. It's with this kind of meditation, the practice of observation is going to help you or remember how you are in those moments. Next time you're triggered by anger or by anything that just makes you feel stressed or anxious, you take a moment to observe yourself, how you're reacting, and then maybe your reactions will not become actions. And of course, we are allowed to feel anger. It's completely normal. But just observing how we react to it, if the reaction we will have is going to be something that's just going to make it a worse situation, is it going to be better if you're angry or not? So with this, I hope that you can take that into practice. We're allowed to feel, we are allowed to make mistakes, we are allowed to react, but it's nice to also like to know if, before I leave, I'd like to ask you if any of you have any comments, questions, or feedback about the practice. I'm more than happy to read you or share anything that's in your mind. Remember, this is a space where we can all grow and learn together. So if there's any questions, please don't be shy to ask. If I have it in my possibility to answer, I'd be super happy to. Okay, well, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining and for opening a space for me to share with you. My name is Ligia, and you can join me in other practices here on this platform, on this app. Sometimes we have meditation, yoga, or sound healing. Just check the different schedules so that you can join us with all the great and amazing instructors that we have here on the app. So thank you and have a beautiful day or evening wherever it is that you are.